entering the instance. So, order for operations just at the start here, going to be activating Pure Essence and Re-Raiser, starting 2 lost actions. Of course, enjoy the cutscene. Right here at the stairway is going to be our one final opportunity to confirm all of our actions for the rest of the instance, like especially just the Lost Lines holster, as the glowing pads are one-way jump pads. There's no coming back to the start once we depart. Okay, and also I do have Excellence for a minute if someone does want to mimic. Oops. Okay, I won't be keeping this on for the whole time, but. Okay, cool. Soge's got it now. So again, once you've activated your starting lost actions, filled up your holster to full capacity, if you're ready to go, you can meet your party on the matching letter waymark. And then I think Golem should be fine with like 17 people. We're just sending Hazel over to drop wrong side. So I'll mark Hazel real quick. I don't have that text command. There you go. Okay, I think Eureka Gremlin wanted to do color prog for Golden Side, so I will leave them in charge. Little Dark Knight, D Knight. Do you have a Pure Essence of the Duelist? Or like, actually, can you show me your holster that you're using with the Pure Essence of the Gambler?
Yeah, just one. I have like lost a front power, lost dervish, and then a bunch of resistor racers, and then the light curtains.
Okay. Right. So if you just want to use the normal holsters, you'd be using the Pure Essence of the Duelist. That's going to give survivability. The Pure Essence of the Gambler doesn't give any survivability. Also, as Monk, you would want to use Banner of Honored Sacrifice along with Font of Power. That's the Pure Essence interaction there.
Ah, okay. It's Ooh. Oops. Okay, then I think I might be out.
Okay, 9 Rays of Fortitude. Alright, well, if we have to re-instance, then Pure Essence of the Gambler is not a substitute. It's a meme essence. So,
Oh, okay.
but
My
all
bad.
right. In that case, I guess you might as well bring a few Dynamis dice. You can use that to attempt to get like a local healer LB3 effect.
Okay.
And then your second action. Honestly, it's up to you. You could either do Lost Font of Power plus Banner of Honored Sacrifice anyway, or you could do Lost Font of Power plus like Lost Bubble and just be kind of a support helper.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah. Right. Then the big thing with Gambler is that it changes the properties of Dynamis dice. So I guess if that's all you got, then you might as well use that.
Okay, so then Lost Bubble. Where you at? Ah, here we go.
Yeah, you'll only need one the whole way, and then you can use that to just buff up squishy people, including yourself, because you don't have any defensive bonuses from the essence. But yeah.
I asked in shout chat, but will there be anyone that will be in FOB BR at the Trinity Avowed?
Yeah, Trinity Avowed will probably be Vanland Clancy will have it, and then maybe Hazel. Probably Alron as well.
Okay.
Oh wait, did you say Deep Essence of the Plate Bearer? That's what I need? Or
Pure
no,
Essence of the Duelist.
Oh, Duelist, okay. My bad. It's,
Yeah, ideally you'd use that, the Pure Essence of the Duelist. That's, yeah. Comes from the same, yeah.
Yeah, I'll play support then. No worries. Yeah.
Right, so I guess in particular, yeah, okay, right, it seems like you got it. And then a good amount of dice to bring is probably like between 5 and 7 Dynamis dice, if you have those. Right, and then the way to use that would pretty much be when there's a big pile of bodies on the ground, during the middle of a fight, you stand in the middle of it and try to press the Dynamis dice. Occasionally it will fire off a massive healing LB. Right.
Okay, so let me do that.
Otherwise, everything looks mainly good. Let's go ahead and all parties run ready checks. I report in Yell chat when your party is ready. Delta ready, Echo ready, Bravo, Charlie, Alpha ready, and there's no party F. Oh yeah, so you don't need to apply bubble right now. Just before any major fight, mainly just apply it to yourself, and then maybe there are a couple people who'd be good to apply it to, but I'll let you know. All parties are ready, so we're gonna go ahead and drop on down to Slimes and Golems. That is Alpha, Bravo, Charlie down to the left-hand side, West jump pad, Delta and Echo plus Hazel down onto the right-hand side jump pad. We're also splitting voice channels, so that is parties Delta and Echo on Golem side. Please in Discord change to the Golem side voice channel. There should only be about like 20, 21, I think 20 people in Slime side voice chat, which is more than enough to do normal strats. So let's go for it. So, sorry, actually, all right. To do one southwest. Great, so welcome to Slime side. The goal of the encounter is to build up a big green slime that is a viscous clot, and have a maximum size viscous clot die on each of the green pads in the rooms to the north of us, all at approximately the same time. So that's going to need to be coordinated. The numbered markers are going to correspond to room positions like northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. So I do need a tank and healer on each of the numbered markers. We should have 4 tanks Oh, we might not have 4 healers. I should have pressed incense. Okay. It'll probably be okay. Yeah, so I think it would be, I think rain would be up here on 4.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And we have 2 healers. Let's see. Cure Forecaster. Oh, we have Fupuda. I'm blind. Okay. This should be okay. This should be okay. Alright, I think it's time for Van Clancy to just be a gamer and kite the ad so he doesn't take too much damage. Should be okay. Fukuda will help out with, like, I guess room 1.
In there, room, though. What do you guys think? Southeast.
Right. If someone's saying something, I don't know. The volume was really quiet. Sorry. Oh, southeast. Damn, I really should have brought incense. Should be okay. You know what? It'll just be a poison and it'll be all right. Can the remaining DPS split up between the 4 numbered markers, and then I'll also have, I guess, like maybe Theoth could hand.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Theoth at north, CL at south.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Yeah. I think you have enough time, at least if you're getting the north one.
Yeah.
That should be
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, as backup, can I have Riley and Myth switch squares? So, sorry, Myth up to 4 and Riley down to 2. And then in case of emergency, you have Lost Cure 4. If Vanland's HP is dropping dangerously low, then you heal him with that. But it shouldn't be necessary to, like, constantly top him up. Okay. So, what is the plan? So, tanks are going to be responsible for merging most of their slimes individually. They'll be pulling first 3 slimes at a time each. Once each tank in each room has grabbed 3 slimes and merged them in the room near the pad, they're going to go around round robin again and grab 2 more slimes. So this is 3, 2, 1. After tanks have grabbed 3 and then 2, all these viscous clots will accumulate, will cast fusion and merge up into a very big slime, a +4 slime. So at this stage, it is quite slow. It can be kited around. If you have a healer in your room, you can simply just hold it, tank it on the green glowing pad, the slime itself on the pad, and let your healer heal the autos for you. But basically at that point, your slime is at maximum size, and the next slime that is merged will cause it to just stand in place, long cast a rupture, and then that is what is going to allow the pad underneath to be triggered to light up. So essentially the final fusion needs to happen at a coordinated time. So it'll say something like, all rooms are ready, tanks target your final viscous clot and provoke, merge, merge, merge. I can get this slime for Vanland. I can either just pull it onto him, or what we might see is that a slime will just kind of wander into the room. So it'll just kind of position itself. But yeah, I will handle the last slime if it needs to be handled. Okay. Okay, right, so that's tanks and healers. Oh yeah, I didn't mention the healer responsibilities, so healers in rooms, just make sure that your tank doesn't die to autos. That is, just heal them with your single target heals. And when it comes to the final slime, while your tank is holding the full-size +4 slime on the pad, you can ready the final slime and take it into line of sight for your tank. So these viscous clots, again, they drop in the center hallway. That's where tanks are pulling them from. When your tank is ready, you can simply go out into the hallway, use a regular spell to tag a slime of your own. And so you'll just drag that into the corner of your room, such that your tank has line of sight on the slime and can provoke it at will. So, like this most recent diagram positions during slime clear, you can see the healer box is just sort of in the corner of the room away from the center hallway. Yeah. So in the meanwhile, tanks and healers are ranching our green slimes, our victory condition. There are also angry red slimes. So the sanguine clots are spawning in rooms. This is the DPS responsibility. These slimes cannot be allowed to merge. So the sanguine clots cannot allow them to accumulate either with other sanguine clots that drop or with the green slimes in the room. So as DPS in the room, as soon as a sanguine clot appears, simply hit it, take it to the corner of the room, and murder it, buddies. And that's about it. They spawn at a pretty consistent rate, so you will just need to roll your GCD on them. You shouldn't need to use any lost actions, but if you see like you're like halfway done killing the sanguine clot and another one drops, then you need to spend more resources to kill it faster to make sure that those do not build up. As if sanguine clots merge, they just start one-shotting people, and they are very difficult to kill at that point. Yeah. And then our DPS north and south are just going to be dealing with Bojin soldiers. So there's nothing very special that they do. However, just tanks keep in mind that since you're like you will technically be engaged in combat with the Bojin soldier, try not to use self-healing abilities. Anything with potency will generate aggro on the Bojin soldiers north and south that can bring them into your room and cause like them to play golf. Otherwise, this should be fairly straightforward. 2 DPS in northeast. 3. Okay, yeah, that's about as good as it gets. I guess in northeast. Let's see. Yeah, I guess right. While the tanks are initially pulling stuff, I guess Nyaru can just make sure that red slimes don't accumulate. Well, just for the first couple, we're gonna be getting into position with the lost perception and stuff. Slime in southeast, middle, and north. Or sorry, traps in southeast, middle. So that's the last thing we're gonna talk about. Is just there are a few traps that will be revealed. Theoth Normie has lost perception, so is that a?
Yeah.
Oh, did you know, or do you know if it's close or far in southeast? Sorry, my mind
Far, southeast far.
Okay. So Theoth will probably percept mid, and then southeast, and then northwest, and then northeast.
Yeah.
So basically, if you are in the either the north 2 rooms, be very careful when entering your room. You can wait for Theoth to percept it, or if you know the route, you can basically hug the wall and avoid the trap. But the trap spawns either directly west or directly east of the green pad in the room. Okay. Right, and then yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run. Oh, if DPS ends up light on northeast, can interrupt the red cast. That is true. Are there? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't rely on it. Since you'd have to interrupt both slimes. But yeah, basically the fusion cast is like the enrage if there are multiple slimes nearby. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and run ready checks. Parties ABC. Important to yell chat when your party's ready. And then okay, A, B. Just a final note on like kiting the slime. You can just kite it in small circles once it's very big. That can allow you to avoid most of the auto attacks. Then just when it's time to do the final merge, you'll want to back it up a little bit onto the pad. And at that point, you should be able to like use a defensive cooldown to take a few autos. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay, but again, yeah, tanks are pulling 3 slimes, then 2 slimes. That is the idea here. And then your standby point, once you have your slimes, is just bring them back to the green glowing pad in your room, let them stack up, and cast fusion. Alright, all tank stance on. If you're taking damage, you can use raid food if you like. Alright. Okay, so please wait for trap to be percepted. And tank 1, you can get ready. Tank 1, these are your 3 slimes. Tag your viscous clots, take them in the southwest room. And tank 2, get ready. Tank 2, you can grab those 3, sorry. Okay. Tank 3, grab your 3 slimes. Yeah, you really need to kill those sanguine clots up in northeast. Sorry, wait a little bit. Please separate those sanguine clots. Okay. Okay, we're just going to talk about what happened. Wipe. So in northeast, there were just, I guess the DPS, yeah. Sanguine clots were allowed to build up. They were not separated or killed in time. And then, I'm not sure, I think just someone ran into the trap southeast in the middle here.
Someone wanted to do trap in mid.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Next time, I'll send like one more DPS into the northeast room. Hopefully that can help out. I am also going to like bring in incense or something. Honestly, that was probably it. It was just red slime merging in the northeast room. Okay, actually, in that case, then let's see. We need to refill pures, and then Art can heal. That could probably help as well. And I'll just DPS in the northeast room. That should be fine. Okay.
We still wipe, right?
Yeah, this is a wipe. So we are going to try to just die here. There's one more explosive trap that we can gather around, and we'll get that pure essence for you, so you can just run normal melee DPS actions.
Please don't.
Are you in Gangos on Curl? The easiest way for us to get fragments for you. Am I the only one alive? Wow. Okay.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
For little D Knight, you have I can get you fragments if you're on.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Here.
I'll stand near the torch. Ah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And do you have like banners and stuff? Banner of Honor Sacrifice?
Let me double check. Yes, I have 23, so I'm good there.
Right, cool. Was
All right. Actually, you can go.
Actually, is it gonna? Oh shit! Opal's here. All right. Okay, also Eureka Gremlin DC, what the heck is happening?
Who knows? Sim. So, are you sure you want to do this?
Okay, cool. Seems like we got one more healer, and I think Opal's probably just gonna be flex DPS. Well, actually, yeah, in that case, that'll probably just fix every problem. Yeah, I got the pure essence to the person who needs it. I mean, Opal's probably gonna go melee or something, so... we just wanted one more healer first. If you, do you have enough healers on golems? That's the only other concern. Currently waiting for one to join, and we'll go ahead and instant back in. All right, cool. We got our fill. Just one more ready check, I guess. Okay, yeah, art on Ast. That is awesome. Now we will have 4 tanks and 4 healers on Slime side, plus a couple extra DPS. So let's get to it as soon as Akiki is back. Right, I think there was just they were waiting for Percept and they waited slightly too long. Actually, I can just go up there and kind of demonstrate. Oh wait, Akiki said ready. Oh my god, what am I waiting for? Go ahead and click commence. Half of the raid is in the other voice channel. Going back in. And yeah, I don't think we need special rules other than just, yeah.
What?
Oh, I forgot to put up markers. Yeah, make absolutely sure that you've got everything you need before you jump down. Since you do just need to fill up holsters again. Yeah, it'd be unfortunate to drop with less than a holster. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems like all Pures and Re-Razors have been equipped. Actually, I'll just say this, yeah. Once you have got your Essence actions and full holster, go ahead and drop down to Slimes and Golems. Once again, Hazel is dropping wrong side to Golems. Actually, let's see. Okay, the numbers are actually in the wrong spots, but I should remake those. Okay. Okay, well, we'll just reconfirm positions. We have an extra healer. I think the extra healer will be going southeast, or the fourth healer rather. And then I will head northeast. Oh boy, it's time to wipe so that Opal can't get another metal turn in. 10, 10, 8. Okay, this would probably be fine, just once we hear back from Theoth about where the traps are. And then in the northeast northeast room, the DPS, you can just follow Opal very closely. Safe. Dodge any possible north traps. Oh, okay. Or follow me. Actually, is that enough? Northwest is probably okay. Actually, yeah, let's just go with this. I think southeast got it right. But then, just as a reminder for like the specific location you're taking the red slimes to, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't like matter like too much. But the preferred location, the canonical location, is the outside corner, the far corner of your room, in that direction. So, for example, in the southwest room, the southwest corner, the southwest room, or in the northeast corner, the northeast corner of the. Alright. Theoth again is reported that traps are southwest close. Oh, both south. Okay. Alright, so then north rooms, we don't even have to worry about it. But in the south rooms, just wait for Theoth to percept. Be careful when entering your room. But do try to begin DPSing the red slimes as soon as possible. I will mark tanks again. It seemed pretty good, just right, 3 slimes drop at a time, so our tanks are just pulling the 3 that drop when it's their turn. And then your standby location is at the green pad in your room. Okay, we're gonna give it another shot, just ready checks. Or comment from Theoth, or is that deadlock related?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's not a lot. Okay.
Okay. All tank stance on, counting down. Oh, you didn't still need bubble, but that's okay. Yeah, if you have honored sacrifice, then you could, I guess, slot that in after we're done here. Yeah, you should, yeah. Okay, first things first, watch out for traps. Both traps are in south rooms. Be careful when entering the south room. Tank 1, you can grab 3 slime. Tank 2, get ready. Alright, Tank 2, you can grab your 3. Tank 3, get ready. Also, DPS in the northeast room, you can help me kill this Sanguine Claw. Tank 3, grab those 3 slimes. Tank 4, get ready. Tank 4, you can grab those 3 slimes. Now tanks are pulling 2 at a time, starting from the next set. So Tank 1, get ready. Sanguine Claws are out. DPS tag and kill them. Tank 1, you can grab 2 slime. Oh, yeah, you got 2. Alright, Tank 2, get ready. Tank 2, you can grab 2 slimes. Tank 3, get ready. Tank 3, you can grab the... are there 2 slimes there? Just, yeah, grab 2. And Tank 4, you can grab the 2 slimes in the hallway. Okay, healers in rooms. You can now go out and once your tanks finish merging, you can grab a slime, hold in the corner of your room for them. Just make sure it's in line of sight. Yeah, and get that slime center on the pad. Healers, also remember, try keep your tanks healed. Alright, don't worry about it. Ava, just bring those slimes into the corner of your room, and Yaro's got another one. Make sure to keep your tanks healed. Southeast is ready, northeast is ready. What is going on in the...
Southwest is ready, but it's kind of sus.
Okay, all tanks target your final viscous clot and provoke. Merge, merge, merge. Try to get these slimes stacked up on top of each other as best you can.
Northwest had an issue.
It should be fine.
No, red and a green merged.
Red and a green?
Yeah.
Everyone get into the northwest room. We're gonna try to merge an additional slime here. Or we're gonna need to manually burn this. Everyone get into the northwest corner of the northwest room. Watch out for Bojin soldiers.
Fucking corner, I have assassinate for him.
Tuck all the way into the corner, and we need to burn this viscous cloth that's on the pad. Okay. Please kill the viscous cloth that's rupturing there.
Corner,
Okay.
corner, corner.
Should be fine. Okay.
Oh, seal.
Oh, I'm so scared! I'm so scared!
Are you getting chased by a slime? What's happening?
No, I got beat up by all the slimes in the hallway and a Boston soldier.
Oh.
I ate the rupture and was on 1000 HP.
Oh.
You have like 400 left. 417. Like 4.
Okay, we did it.
Nice.
I got more
Did
assassinates
anyone
off
die?
on
Is
that
everyone
slimes
alive?
than I have in like any CLL ever.
Sorry, say that again. I wasn't listening.
I got more assassinates off in that pool than I have in like any CLL ever. So fuck that.
Were you assassinating reds or?
Reds and that green at the end.
Oh, that's why it died instantly.
Okay, so one thing I need a reminder on. If his sword's low when he does the attack, do we stand in front of the barrier or behind the barrier?
If swords are glowing, then it's a knockback into the barrier. You need to be in front.
Okay. Okay.
Does it not have the floor indicators anymore?
No, there are no floor indicators. Yeah, they're all callouts. You could be calling out basically everything. Alright, okay. Great. I think, yeah, Ilya wanted to main tank. Ilya's gonna be main tank. If you're not Ilya, you can turn off your tank stance at this time. I'll try to clear some overhead markers. Yeah, welcome to DRS. I guess here is where most hosts would talk about I mean, I am most hosts. Talk about lost actions, usage. If you're a DPS, then you have a number of powerful damage buffing lost actions that you should be using in conjunction every 2 minutes with your strongest burst skills. So just lining up buffs and especially just pressing them versus not pressing them is going to be the difference between beating these bosses handily and seeing enrage. Markers, that's what we need. Yeah, so in particular, stuff like Lost Cure 4 healer, you'll be using that liberally to heal your party anytime you take damage, as well as, because you have the Pure Essence of the Elder equipped, that grants a 10% damage off bravery buff to your party. So please make sure to use that early and often to keep your party dealing maximum damage and being healthy. For physical range DPS, you have Lost Dervish. Together with Lost Font of Power, you'll want to use those every 2 minutes to buff your party's damage substantially. And finally, melee DPS. Your actions literally do nothing but just increase your damage by a lot. So make sure stack them together. The cooldown, one of the cooldowns is 90 seconds, the other one is 2 minutes. Just use them together every 2 minutes alongside your strongest burst skills. And okay, yeah, that's about all. If you are ready, then you can get across the purple line onto the Bravo waymark. If you have Mimic currently slotted, Eureka Gremlin does have Excellence and Font of Magic slotted. Sogai King has Excellence and Font of Power slotted. So if you're using Dervish or Cure 4 doing the countdown, that is where you can acquire those actions using Lost Mimic. Using Mimic, it's not called Lost Mimic. God. But yeah, if you have less than maybe about like, I don't think this fight's gonna take more than like 6 minutes. I guess in general, yeah, if you have less than 10 minutes on raid food, press another one. The vitality bonus is gonna be very helpful, help you survive damage, and it just gives you free extra DP. And also wear your haste gear. I only have haste gear on my physical range job. I'm pretty sure I don't even have tome gear. So I cannot forget to put on my haste gear when I'm playing Samurai. You have a set of all sets? Does it contain itself? Okay, anyway, when Crystal Mercy is across the purple line, we will begin a countdown. Okay, Trinity Seeker opens up with a raid wide. There's the raid wide. Please provoke the boss. Okay, now we're going into Fourfold Mercy, the Sword Slash. And fun fact, this guy's like in Samurai mode, right? Actually, we'll see after this. Okay, it's gonna be a double movement. The right, left, left, right. Start on the right-hand side of the boss, and crossover after first and third slash. 1, crossover. 2, 3, crossover again, and then look away from orb, get away from flower. Face the outside of the arena to look away from the orb, and then you want to end up opposite the flower, towards 1. Okay. Everyone stack up close to Trinity Seeker, get inside the boss's hitbox. Sides are unsafe. Inside the boss's hitbox is safe, sides are unsafe. Tanks stack up front with Ilya. Everyone else clear front. This is a shared tank buster. Shared tank buster, clear front. Am I muted? What's happening? Clear. Please get away from the front of the boss. Is my Discord working? Please get away from the front of the boss.
Away from Ignore 1. Away from Ignore. People just weren't listening.
Okay. Please remain stacked. Next is going to be chains, such as seen in the vaults. When these chains appear, run away from your partner to break. Break these chains and hide behind a barrier. Behind a barrier to be safe. Hide behind a barrier. group back up towards the center of the arena. Next is Ifrit dashes, plus knockback or hide. So outside of the arena is exploding. Headed out towards the Bravo waymark. Okay, then we're going to be hiding behind the barrier at 3. Behind the barrier at 3. Hide behind the barrier. Oh, I forgot to call hold burst, but now is when you would use Font of Power, Dervish, everything. Line stack on 3. Shared damage. Line stack. Use your locked actions. And then we're just going to chill for a bit. Oh, we do need a tank to provoke at some point in the future. Okay, Alron's got it. Move out of the orange. Move out of the orange. Then we're going to be on sand or stone. Blue sand. Brick blue... stone. Brick blue stone. Blue stone. Be on stone. And then boss is transitioning. Get intercardinal of the boss. It's doing a plus shaped attack. Be away from the boss. Max melee on an intercardinal play. Agonal. Okay. Try to bring the boss... Actually, boss is jumping mid. Yeah. But now we're going to be going into Fourfold Mercy. Or sorry, and Ifrit dashes, and then Fourfold Mercy. So outside of the arena is going to explode. Here come the dives. Out towards A. Out towards A. Then as we rotate counterclockwise, we're checking the pattern of the swords. Going to be left, left, right, right when we return. One more dash. Okay, left, left, right, right. Crossover after the second slash. 1, 2, cross over, and then look away from orb, get away from flower. Midare Setsugeka. Okay, look away from orb first, and then get away from flower. Opposite side of the arena from flower. Intermission here, cure for casters, heal up the party. Break chains, cure for casters, heal up the party, and there's also a burst window coming up after this raid wide. Regular tank buster, clear front. Alron is taking this. Does cleave. And now we're going into, Fourfold Mercy plus Sand and Stone. Let's check the pattern. It's front, front, back, back, easy. On Sand or Stone. Be on sand, yellow sand. Boss's hitbox is stone. 1, 2, cross over, and on stone. Boss's hitbox is stone. Okay. I feel out of it. Okay, there are traps up ahead. Please do not proceed ahead of Kyra and Inaka. Also, the raid is not proceeding to the golden glowing pad. The raid is going to the right. Make a right turn. Yeah. Okay, we are gonna just raise our dead, chill for a bit here. A note on like party mitigation and buff culling. So there is a an overall limit of 30 buffs and debuffs that can be applied to any player character. And so basically what this means is that if you use buffs that don't increase damage, such as mitigation buffs and regeneration buffs, those can take the place and prevent the application of buffs that do apply or do increase your damage, which is like personal skills like Mikyo Shisui for samurai, or like the monk forms, so on. Basically, we have enough defensive stats from our like pure essences, and like for some of us our rays. We have enough healing from Lost Cure 4, which means that there's basically you don't need to press mitigation buttons in general. That is for like I guess it's mainly for tanks and healers, but also like you don't need to press mantra or like shield samba, that kind of stuff.
Is anyone live logging currently?
Yeah.
I didn't upload it yet. Also, we're not going to engage Dahu yet. This countdown is for the duelist. Do not engage the boss. Please do not pull Dahu. Dahu does not exist.
I think my banner got called.
No way.
I didn't overslot my axe. This is... Oh my god. Okay, don't pull Dahu. This is why I... Don't pull Dahu. Or continuing to not pull Dahu. Yeah, this is... I should just freaking stick to melee. I can't play anything except, like, Samurai and Tank.
You should play C2 Dervish as the caller. That way
Okay,
you have no brain cells.
Alright, get across the purple line. And because we'll pull the boss. There's not much you need to know about Dahu, except don't stand in the bad. Don't stand in the orange lines in the, on puddles in the ground. Don't be in front of Dahu also. Dahu's going to be dashing north in just a moment. North and then south. Don't be in front of Dahu. Dahu's dashing north. Dahu is now dashing south. Don't be in front of Dahu. Then don't get breathed on. I knew I was missing something. Okay. Anyway, they're cats. They're lions on the outside of the arena. They're weak to fire. Shortly, Dahu's going to cast Spit Flame. So if you're marked with a number of dots above your head, 1, 2, 3, or 4, go out and just stand on an ad at the wall. Again, if you're marked with numbers, go out and stand on an ad at the wall of the cats. There we go. Left, right, shockwave. Start outside, then move into the telegraph once it fires. Move through. Next is knockback. Get knocked back into one of the open spots. It's a gigantic open spot in southeast. Knock back from the boss. The gamer's dash. Okay, don't be in front of Dahu. Be on Dahu's left shoulder. And square marker is safe for casters. I think this is actually the third breath spot, but even the second. I'll try to build some gauge, by the way. Congratulations to our duelists. They have succeeded in the encounter. I think we can just kill Dahu here, so just build gauge while killing Dahu. Make sure Ilya does not die to autos. And Ilya can also pop some cooldown. Try to kill Dahu here before Ilya gets mauled. There's the super goal line. Please, save the main tank! Okay. Complete safety. Nice job. Up ahead is a point of no return. You cannot... yeah, that's a one-way jump pad. So now is the last chance to grab your loot from the Trinity Seeker, as well as our chest from Slimes and Gold. So, but the Trinity Seeker chest does contain the Runner's Plating Foot gear. It's a unique, or I guess untradeable... yeah, untradeable upgrade token for your gear. Paste gear, and so on. And once you grab that, I think, yeah, we don't have any deaths, so we're going to proceed on to Queensguard. Where physical battery for this fight is William Drake. Magical battery, I think, is Riley? No, it's Carlana. Carlana is magical battery. Great. Okay, so... True. I guess just quick mention before we do the rest of role organization is like... I guess I can put down some markers. Don't pay attention to the actual like contents of the markers, just the like the positioning relative to the arena. These are going to be reflect markers. If you have light curtains, then you can go ahead and stand on one of these. I'll handle something. Sorry, this is for DPS and healers. Mainly healers, or DPS with light curtain. I also do need a co-tank, or I guess, or main tank, Ilya. I do need a co-tank for one of the bosses. Co-tank on 4. And, okay, right. Yeah, so Burst Rampage. So I keep on forgetting that I actually put those in my holsters. Maybe I should change that. But basically the idea is that on this boss, for casters in physical range, Lost Rampage and Lost Burst are just extremely powerful GCDs. They're like 600 potency per GCD. It's far higher than anything you can do, or than most things you can do rotation, because you're, yeah, only because you're hitting 2 bosses. So, right, you have a couple of options for this. The preferred way is that you're replacing Font of Power with Lost Rampage just for this fight. So basically, when you when we pull the bosses, you get 1 usage of Font of Power at the beginning, and then you replace Font of Power with Lost Rampage, and then you just start spamming that whenever you can be in range of both bosses. Or I guess for casters, then your analogous action is either Lost Font of Magic or Lost Chain Spell. You get 1 usage and then slot in Lost Burst or Lost Rampage, or Lost Burst, I guess. Otherwise, if you're not comfortable doing that 1 overslot at the start of combat, if you do find it more comfortable, you could even just begin the fight with a Burst or Rampage slotted alongside Dervish or Cure 4. So your loadout would end up being either Burst plus Cure 4 or a Rampage plus Dervish. Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. I generally don't ask for Dispel. We should be fine. There are just a couple of heavy raid wides that mitigate using Faint Addle Reprisal and Dismantle. We do have at least 1 machinist that can help us with that. Was there someone reflecting on B, I think? I can't remember what the analogous one. I guess, yeah, the Akiki was. Alright, I think we're fine. Yeah, okay. What the heck are these markers? These are my weird ass markers. I don't like those ones. These ones? Maybe these ones, yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think all our reflects are covered, so we're gonna be A-okay. We are gonna talk a little bit about just some of the other gimmick mechanics. So, or I guess we'll go in chronological order. So we're fighting these bosses in pairs. The first pair is gonna be the Knight and Warrior. So the first thing we'll see from them is they tether a color, either yellow or purple, indicating that they have physical or magical damage resistance.
Oh my god.
So if you have a question, I guess you can ask it in chat. So right, yeah.
So the holsters that I looked at didn't have like Spellforge on it. Someone else is going to be casting that on our DPSs.
Yeah, right. So healers are going to be responsible for Spellforge and Steel Sting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the recommended way to do it for solo healers in a party is that you start with a Lost Spellforge slotted. You can apply that to all of your physical DPS, plus any hybrids that need it. So that is all melee, all physical ranged, as well as like Dark Knight, Paladin, and Red Mage, I guess, right? And then you get ready, you have a Steel Sting in your bag. The Spellforge is applied during the countdown to begin the fight, and if you need to switch to Steel Sting, because we need to switch to physical damage, that is when, like I would make the call, you need to be in Steel Sting. At that point, you can slot in Steel Sting and apply that to casters and healers. Yeah, and this is like the general strategy. Like, it is also like the strategy for reclears, but I don't know. Damage is kind of is good enough that we won't really need to have like full Spellforge Steel Sting capability. The duration of the fight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Spellforge Steel Sting. If you're wondering who to apply what element to, there are some somewhat outdated graphics that are posted in DRS learning channel, such as this one. That's pretty good. And then you can just add Pictomancer to the Steel Sting column and a Viper to the Spellforge column. I'm not sure we have some Pictos. I don't know if we have Vipers. Yeah, and also you never needed to Steel Sting Bards. Funny part. Yeah, it is absolutely true. Yeah. Yeah, Knight and Warrior also do a heavy raid wide, so you'll hold your mitigation specifically for this heavy raid wide, and mainly you should just be able to get by with Faint Owl, Reprisal, and Dismantle on the bosses. The Warrior is casting a heavy raid wide, heavier raid wide than the Knight, but you still just addle both. Yeah, and then right, if you have any other single target mitigations, you protect yourself, you can personal. Okay. How much else should I explain? Like, there's okay, the bomb mechanic, double or nothing, go big. So it's either you will be tethered, or sorry, you can be tethered or not. The bombs can also be tethered or not. If both you and the bombs are tethered, or if neither you nor the bombs are tethered, you're going to big bomb. That is double. You go big. Double or nothing, go big. Otherwise, if just you are tethered or just the bombs are tethered, you go to small bomb. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you can put that kind of thing in shout chat. At the very start, tanks probably just we'll have a few tanks get ready to provoke to make sure that Tyrant doesn't get mauled to death by autos. Actually, how do you pronounce your name? Am I saying it right? Or wrong? Anything works. Great. Yeah, double or nothing, go big. Also, just keep in mind there is either a knockback. The knockback is the hard pattern. The easy pattern is just stay at the edge of the arena for your bomb. If there's a knockback, then you'll want to get knocked back towards the sides of the Knight's tether. It might be like a giga downtime, depending on the pattern, depending on where the Knight spawns. Right. But, as was said, that will be called out. And then, during these second pair of bosses, just quickly mentioning the show hole mechanics. This is like a Masadio 3/4 circle ring appears around your character. You point your opening to the source of damage, which is first to the gunner in the center of the arena, and then to a turret on the wall. So the turrets on the wall are always on the east and west walls. They fire in an alternating fashion from east to west, or rather, every point on the arena is being shot by some turret, and that turret is either to your right or to your left, or I guess to the east or to the west. So you need to identify the turret that you are standing in front of and show your hole to it when the time comes. Yeah. And then, yeah, right, just at the very end of the fight, that's when we're going to be doing our reflect. That's what the reflect positions were for. Just a quick refresher, there are a number of spiritual spheres that are healers or DPS are going to be standing on. They use a light curtain, and then when the spiritual sphere pulses, yeah, we reflect the damage back onto the spiritual sphere. Or rather, yeah, the reflect is what kills the sphere. So there is time enough to reflect 2 pulses of the spiritual sphere before they explode. So if you need to refresh your cast of reflect, you can just press your light curtain again, and then yeah. Otherwise, anyone else who has a light curtain, if you see an open spiritual sphere during the final phase, just pop a light curtain and step into it, make sure that it doesn't go off. But we do have 6 players who have been assigned to reflect, according to the reflect diagram. It's a part of the guide command in DRS learning. And then at the same time, we also have aura sphere adds, north and south. These are a DPS and tank mechanic. So basically, every tank, it's gonna be a Slimes North Golem South split. All tanks that have invuln available are going to be fighting for aggro at the aura sphere north and south with their tank stance on. If you are top aggro when the aura sphere dies, you get targeted with an on-death attack, which is marked as a red spike above your head. So that is a massive tank buster. You should use your invulnerability to survive. And once you have taken that aura sphere with your invuln, you can turn your tank stance off and join back and beat up on the ethereal boards a little bit. So let's see. Yeah, we may see a second set. In that case, it's just rinse and repeat for both reflect and aura spheres. And in the meanwhile, we are burning down the ethereal. That is the true enrage of the encounter. Okay. If you are... Or actually, yeah, do we sort out main tanks? Who's tanking the bosses? There's Ilya and... Okay, Alron is mids. Great. Cool.
Is Ilya back yet?
Did Ilya go PRB? Oh. Oh, I see.
Yes, they did.
Ilya needs a tiny bit. Okay. In that case, what can I talk about? I can talk a little bit more about Shield Omen. Yeah, so this is like the easiest, hardest mechanic in this fight. There's a 50% chance that we see it, and it's just monstrously more difficult than Sword Omen. But this is again the diagram that I'm talking about post DRS learning. If the knight casts Shield Omen for the first bomb mechanic, that's going to be a knockback emanating from the center of the arena. However, you cannot be in the line of the knight's dash. So yeah. Right. So you can't, like, if you're standing in the center of the arena because the knockback is coming to the arena, you're just going to get a ruin stack from the knight that's going to dash into you. You need to get knocked back towards the sides of the tether. If you are opposite the knight is charging into an ethereal orb that detonates in a large deformation opposite where the knight initially spawns. So that half of the arena basically is unsafe. So the answer is that there's two, like, kind of quarter circle, like, pizza slices that are to the sides of the knight's tether, and that's kind of the safe area where you need to be and you get knocked back. Of course, if you're on the very edge of the arena, then the knockback will send you into the death wall. That is why you can just be kind of in a moderate middle distance. You can imagine maybe a ring about where these letter markers are. That's going to be the safe distance, or safe radius with which to get knocked back into Shield Omen. Ilya's back, so we're going to ready up. If you're ready, please come towards the C waymark.
Also, tanks, please be careful. I will be doing a reassembled slash with the duelist buff. So be ready to take back that aggro.
Yeah, Chiron's basically just gonna 100% guarantee to rip aggro on these bosses that start here. So just healers or Cure for casters trying to pocket heal, don't let Chiron die. And yeah, we can have a couple extra tanks to start here. Our main tanks for the fight are Ilya and Alron. So they are the only ones who need tank stance on after the opening. But in the opener, you can go ahead and make sure that if you see Chiron get aggro, you provoke after that. Okay.
I will make it painfully obvious if I rip aggro.
Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and start a countdown. Please do not right-click the bosses. So now is the time to apply Spellforge and or Steel Sting if you have two healers in party.
Okay, we have
slightly early pull, but I think much can be done.
Tanks, make sure you keep aggro on these. Anyways, wait, guys, coming up.
Okay, Gunners or Warrior Knight, blah, raid wide is what's next.
This is raid wide, and kill these last rockets. There we go.
Alright.
They're down to 80%. Alright, one is to the wall.
Okay, Warrior to the wall, then Knight to the center. Warrior to wall.
Center.
You can provoke, or actually shit.
Purple
Okay,
test.
we are in.
Yeah,
You're in Steel Sting. Click off Spellforge. Needs Steel Sting. You need to be dealing physical damage. And who is tanking the warrior at the wall?
First relentless battery is on the way.
Okay, coming up is gonna be Sword Omen, easy pattern. We're gonna be taking a bomb at the wall. Try to get that warrior to the. Okay, if you're tethered, you're going to small bomb. Tethers to small, non-tethers to large. Tethers to small, non-tethers to large. Take a bomb on the wall. Sword Omen, easy pattern. Take a bomb on the wall. The center of the arena is unsafe. Okay, if you fall first, you need to go to a place where a bomb just exploded. Through to a place where a bomb just exploded. Whoever has the west boss, please run west. You need to separate these bosses now. Okay, good. Alright, coming up is a heavy raid wide. Heavy raid wide, use some party mitigations, add-alls, reprisals.
And next up we have another raid wide.
And try to get that boss back towards 3. Alright, cool. Now you can bring Knight back to center.
Next up, we'll be having
coming up is Wind and Lightning.
If you have tether, please go to Green Wind. If you have tennis, please go to wind.
Yeah, you need to be dealing physical damage, so whoever has Steel Sting, people who are yelling, just kind of target them, click them, and try to hand out buffs. If you're tethered, you're going to Swirly Wind Puddles. If you're just tethered then, Swirly Wind, otherwise Crackly Lightning. Tethers to Wind, non-tethers to Lightning now. Pop Sprint, Sword Omen, far from the Knight on the safe quarter of the arena. Far towards the 3 marker. Far from the Knight, far from the Knight. Heavy Raid Wide, Faint Arrow Reprisal and Dismantle. Cure for Casters, heal up the party. It's a bit spicy, but I think we survived. This is a Tank Buster.
And then kill Warrior. Cool, there goes.
Second pair of bosses. Soldier to the west wall, and then Gunner to the center.
Gunners to the center. So to the wall.
Okay, who's tanking which boss?
There we go.
This is fine. Just keep the bosses where they are. You don't need to move them here.
There's gonna be 5 fronts, 2 large shoots.
Okay, so this is coming up as Mustadio mechanic.
Yeah, there are 2
So main tanks, you'll want to wait until you see your ring around your character to move. Otherwise, the raid is going in between wherever the 2 small balls of fire jump, which is going to be towards the southwest. Southwest is going to be safe. And point your hole towards the gunner at northeast. Point your hole towards the gunner. Hole towards the gunner, wait for Queen's Shot to end. And then now turn to face a turret on the wall. Turn to face a turret on the wall. This is a Tank Buster. Okay, this is a raid wide. Regular raid wide, a little bit of breathing room. Coming up is going to be gun turrets. Our main tanks. Okay, we do have Ilya and Alron that are alive, and I assume they have their invuln. When the gun turrets spawn, main tanks each just pick up your gun turret, and then when you see sniper shot, you'll invuln. The rest of the raid we're going to burn down gun turrets. Also, you should have like a 2-minute burst window coming up here. I delayed mine by an obscene amount, so go ahead and use your lost actions. Main tanks, go ahead and invuln sniper shot, and rest of the raid, we're burning this shit down. Raid wide here from the bosses.
Next up, we'll be getting either fire or ice. If you're fire,
try to kill the bosses evenly. Soldiers slightly behind.
We'll be getting fire.
Okay, stop moving. This is a stillness mechanic. Stop moving at the end of the cast. Actually, just completely chill. Completely chill. Stop moving. It's gonna go off. I guess it doesn't go off. Okay, Slimes north, Golem south, Reflectors into position. If you have your invuln on, turn your tank stance and fight for aggro on the Aura Spheres. Aura Spheres first, then Ethereal Wards. Reflectors get ready.
Reflectors, do your position.
And Reflectors go ahead and
watch out for the code.
Reflector Spiritual Spheres. Coat of Arms, don't get parried. Carefully approach the unshielded sides and attack. No reflects missed. Oh, 1 reflect missed. One reflect missed northeast.
That's fine.
I need to be careful. Coat of Arms, stop attacking. Don't get parried. Don't get reflected. We're going to do the second set of orbs. Slimes north, Golem south. Reflectors to your positions.
We have another set
and
like this set.
Tanks, if you still have your tank stance on, try to pick up that Aura Sphere and invuln. Or sorry, if you still have. Whatever. If you get the red marker above your head, then invuln. And we're going to clean up these remaining ethereal wards. Wow, that's a lot of dead. If you have LV3, then pop it, but I doubt it.
No, Shivan, no.
What?
Did you get spike checked?
I got spike checked.
Yeah, spike check, which is, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about what happened at the start there. I forgot to click off
Tank didn't grab alcohol, that's what happened. Thanks.
No, what happened is I was
doing
voking.
damage.
I was actively voking. I just forgot to click off Spellforge.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! That is so unfortunate.
I forgot that. I forgot to request for Steel Sting because I'm on Ninja now.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
That was me being dumb.
Yeah. Curse run for Curse Friday.
Don't say that. They still have to do my round.
I mean, I'm just gonna, I'll just, concentrate all of the curse into this run. Hopefully, go like heebie-jeebies.
Your run's a Saturday. Your run's on a Saturday, so it's not. So it won't be
It's a
Friday.
Saturday.
The run is blessed because I said so.
Thank you, Wobble.
Actually, no, that's true. It is Saturday for most people.
I could bring a wine bottle over this, but like I want to drink what's inside it first.
Why did I ever think it would be a good idea to do Dervish? I do less damage, and my party also does less damage because I don't cast Dervish.
Yeah, use your Dervish at your 2-minute, right? I actually used mine slightly before, just in case.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that doesn't happen because I'm calling. I don't play Dervish. Whatever. Banish check, and I think Fukuda probably got it, and yeah, there's Banish. If you're ready, you can proceed down to the Delta or Alpha waymarks, carefully hugging the wall. And then, yeah, people are... Ilya wants to? Sure, sure, you can... I'll hand it to you.
Can you go to the back without triggering the boss?
Not all
the
way.
You can, but you have to hug the wall. Also, so like, yeah, it turns into a death wall shortly after.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine. You can walk behind. But if you take like one step forward, that would... Okay, Ilya's calling.
Do it. Take one step forward. No.
First.
Just duelist things.
Absolutely first run.
Here.
Okay, make sure we're all heading towards A. Make sure that keep your hands inside this flight. Thank you for coming to Delvar Margine Savage. These donuts move a lot faster if you have not noticed already. Do not walk into the death wall or else you will die. We'll be moving over to 2 now. We're gonna be hanging out here for a tiny bit.
Build gauge.
Go back to 1.
Engage. We will be going back to 1. We're gonna be on 1 for 3 until we see 3 flashes, and we'll be moving over to 2. Go over to 2. And the Phantom Step. Congratulations.
Ooh.
Okay, I can't remember who I assigned as Lost Perception, but I brought 2. Like, at least...
I brought 1.
I was gonna blow that up, but I decided not to.
I would blow that up if it wasn't for the fact that I used both my Sukuchi at the wrong time.
Be careful for traps at the bottom of the stairs. We need these.
Big trap at the door.
Nice 0%.
0%.
It's confirmed. We don't actually need perception to clear DRS. It's crazy. We do need the traps though, so don't blow up any of the traps. If you walk into the orange one, you'll kill everyone around you. When you walk into the pink one, I'll just kind of look at you weird.
No, greedy will kill you.
Oh.
If you pop both, then we're just gonna fight Queen and wipe. I will actually just kill everyone.
Yeah.
By the way, who's Fizzpatty again?
Me.
The
yeah. Give me a second. There we go.
The back count is all mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, it has been done before. There's a cool lot of it, like CN server.
It still didn't kill it, right?
Oh.
If you don't kill Minnow, you can't
Does it
kill
do
Queen.
the absolute virtue thing of just casting hollowed ground when you kill it?
I mean, it doesn't even cast. It just HP locks at 1% or 1 HP.
Greedy, can I steal the square?
Oh,
The
so it's
square
even
marker?
more of a
Oh, sure.
cheater than absolute virtue. Okay.
Take the marker. Oh yeah, so right now, I mean, actually, yeah, here's a good
Six or
time
less
to.
Fortitude, get behind the purple line. If you're 6 or less fortitude, get behind the purple line now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say this is a good time to take a bio break. Do not go AFK in front of the purple line though. If you do need to go AFK, then just step behind the purple line. Left side of the bridge for shell, or I guess west side of the bridge for shell, and then if you don't need it, then you can cross over to the right side or in front of the purple line.
Is the I have shell?
Just because you asked? No.
Should I still be behind the purple line, or should I move in front of it now?
If you have shell, you can go in front of the purple line, but I would rather
Depends.
people
You
stay
AFK
behind.
or not.
Yeah, I probably should have put it in a chat, but just like another couple minutes bio.
Wiggles.
And you know what? I can pass out a couple razors here. It's literally just 2.
I've got 2 to hand out after Minnow. I just already mimicked here, so.
Do any of the tanks want one? Or I can just give it to a caster?
Yeah, he doesn't have one. That'd be nice.
I plan on giving myself at Queen.
I doubt that Kyron wants a re-racer.
If you want to give me one, that's cool.
Okay, well, caster did it.
Give me 1 sec.
I mean, it'd be goated for freaking anything if you could mimic me. You just have infinite actions.
Yeah, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
Imagine if you could mimic during combat.
And it also mimicked the mimic.
Oh god.
How much will strat change
That'd
if you can
be-
mimic mid-combat?
That'd be.
It
blood
would
rage
likely
uptime.
be. It would
I
likely
mean, honestly,
be.
not very much.
I can imagine for like Dragoon and Machinist, it would be mimic an EX, mimic a FOP, mimic an HSAC, and then mimic slash en masse.
Except, I mean, well, I mean, that would have to be like the weird thing if Mimic didn't consume itself. Mimic is heavier
Yeah.
than Slash.
Mimic machine gun.
Actually, yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Although that's only useful for like, I don't know, 1 fight, considering that you have limited space on in your holster. Kinda.
Actually, I think you could just like go in FOP EX, overslot HSAC, and then start mimicking slashes.
It would be broken in ways beyond imagining. Because the people who know bows, you would be like, if you could mimic in combat and you could mimic, dear God. You would have 2 people targeting each other, mimicking off each other, and being unkillable with excellence. They would have permanent hallowed ground. This is the kind of broken thing we're looking at here.
Yeah, well, you could also do the same thing for like a rise. If it arise,
arise, my
You
son.
could blood rage chain without impetus.
without.
You
Although
completely
doing it on
forgot.
TA is just
It would-
complete troll.
It would be like bringing a blue mage to the southern front.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Imagine if you could bring Blue Mage into the southern front.
Well, I guess no one's using Lost Death anymore.
Which essence and actions can Blue Mage even use?
None.
Nothing.
Blue is not
Because
listed on
they
any
don't-
Lost Action or Essence.
I mean, if they were allowed in, and
Oh, they'd be a
allowed
caster.
in.
They would be caster, and then you would also be able to use excellence and stuff.
Yeah, they'd
Oh,
be a
They'd be
caster.
able to use
fuck.
Ordained.
Oh yeah, Moonsong.
What if he, what if he had
Yeah.
to use Ethereal Mimicry in order to use an essence?
I just
Whistle.
realized some cursed shit. Moon Flute.
Yes.
Moon Flute, Whistle.
What?
Oh no.
Okay,
And
I
let
want to
us
fucking
hope-
pull, so we're gonna do
Granata.
explanations. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Welcome back. If you still need shell, then you're behind the purple line. If you have shell, then please cross the purple line. Quick notes on TA. This is the temperature boss. Like normal mode, you will get an overhead temperature at the start of each major mechanic. You need to get hit by some kind of mechanic in order to resolve your temperature back to 0. And if you're not neutral by the end of the mechanic, then you fall over. The first debuff mechanic we're going to see is going to be Forced March. So when Trinity Avowed casts Quick March, you'll get a debuff with an arrow on it that indicates the direction that your character is going to walk at the end of the duration. So when the debuff expires, you lose your character and march in the indicated direction on the Forced March icon, a distance of 2 squares. So about 20 alms. Character relative. And the main way that you're going to be using this is you're marching from the center of the arena to either the safe point, which is either at Delta or Bravo, like from the center column to west or east, or from this center square to the temperature that you need, which is at one of the 4 corners of the arena for staff. The other mechanic, which we may see probably one of, is Elemental Brand. So this functions as a second temperature. This is a debuff that will appear next to the Resurrection Restricted and Duties as Assigned icons. It only appears in your debuff bar. So that temperature bulb icon, basically the way you can think of it as is to survive, you must have your overhead temperature be opposite of your elemental brand at the end of the mechanic. As then when the brand goes off, that will neutralize your temperature. So otherwise you can do math or just study the chart or whichever method you feel like. Right. As for the weapon mechanics, Trinity Avowed is Shiva. Trinity Avowed uses staff, bow, and sword. Sword is probably the most significantly changed from normal mode. The Trinity Avowed is going to summon 3 clones. All 4 copies of the boss are going to slash a half-room cleave at the same time in different directions, such that exactly 1 tile will be completely free of any attacks. So that is either going to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you do have a temperature at this time, so you need to step 1 space cardinal, north, south, east, or west of the safe square that is called out. So for example, if the safe square is 4, then you'll need to be 1 square north, south, east, or west of 4, such as either on the 1, 3, D, or A. I mean, so you can imagine it's like it forms a plus shape with the safe square at the center. Then the clones wind up for a second slash, they turn and slash again. The safe square will be different. I will call out the safe square. What the heck? Screw it. Well, let's use the Auron markers. Good enough. This should be, the average height of the raid. Sword. Okay. The other mechanic, big, hard mechanic, is going to be arrows, or the ladder game when Trinity Avowed pulls out the bow. Most of the arena going to turn into a death wall, so we are at the safe column. And on the other end of the wall, we see the arrows of various temperature. They travel down the ladder game, taking every turn that they can on the way to the raid. The trick here is that unlike normal mode, there is no tracer line to show you where each arrow is going to land. So you need to figure it out for yourself. Once you find the arrow that you need, you take your mouse, your finger, whatever pointing device you have, and trace it down the path of the... you trace it down the ladder game, turning every time you reach an intersection towards the raid, and that will hopefully let you find out the path of the arrow. Okay. And then there is an infographic for that, again, in DRS Learning. Shoutouts to the creator of the infographic who is on this run. They are playing Gunbreaker. And, right, if you don't have any temperature above your head, this is also equivalent to one of the brand mechanics, where if you don't need to get hit by anything, there is an empty space on the arrows that you can follow down as if it were an arrow, and use that to resolve the neutral temperature. Right. And then, you know, like, with swords, it's sort of weird to be talking about brand mechanics. Whatever. If we see the brands, then I'll do a little refresher when we get there. Also, this fight does a lot of damage. We should have shell applied to everyone by now. And we're going to also have one tank per party. Using Ether Shield if you have multiple squishies. Party A, we can probably get away with just using Heart of Stone to protect healer. Otherwise, Faint Arrow, Reprisal, and Dismantle are going to be the tools of choice to mitigate raid wides here. And yeah, so the raid wide called Glory of Boja inflicts a heavy bleed and is also just a lot of damage. But right. Ether Shield is an extremely powerful party mitigation tool, so nothing else should be needed as long as you have a tank using Ether Shield.
For party D, should I be the one using Aether Shield or the other tank?
If you have two tanks, I guess you can negotiate. Alron probably wants to use Blood Rage, so I mean, like that. Yeah, you can start with Ether Shield then.
It said Alron already has it slotted.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's up to you. You can back up Ether Shield. Alron goes down. But yeah, only one person needs to actually be using it actively. Otherwise, the buff will just overwrite. So if you got damage actions, you can just use those. Right. And yeah, as a reminder for everyone, this is like kind of the halfway point in terms of bosses. So if you've been using lost actions, you can refresh charges at this point, especially like Cure 4. You want to make sure fresh plate for Trinity Avowed is all. Otherwise, if you're ready, and stand underneath the C waymark. If you're on the front half of this tile, if you're ahead of Ilya, then you will probably pull the boss. Again, oh yeah, Eureka Gremlin's got Lost Excellence and Lost Font of Magic ready. Theoth has got Excellence and Font of Power ready if you are using it to obtain those actions. Okay, everyone is across the purple line, so we will begin a countdown. And again, raid food reminder, this is a very important fight to have raid food on. I'll try to have, say, like 10 minutes, that'd be good enough. I haven't been potting either. I don't even have dex pots. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're gonna beat up the boss now. Boss starts out with a tank buster.
Ilya has crashed. Please, any tank folk.
Okay, please bring this buster north. Okay, we're gonna do tank roulette. This is a raid wide, Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Alright, Vandalin Clancy is now main tank. Mercy behind, get behind the boss. Boss is pointed north. Mercy behind. Next, you're going to be in front or away. In front of the boss. Be in front of the boss. When Ilya comes back, they'll be dead, so just you can raise them, I guess. Maybe. Okay, actually, probably not. We'll just... Away from the boss at the flash of light. When the boss stops spinning, you need to be away for point-blank AoE. Away from the boss now. And you can return. Damn, Opal just ate that. Shit. So temperatures are out. We're getting forced march from the center of the arena to one of the corners. So there is going to be some light damage as these meteors drop down. Cure for casters, you can heal up the party. And then point your forced march towards the temperature that you need. Yeah, marching in 1 GCD. Okay, next we're going into arrows. Group back up for raid wide. Ether Shield raid wide, Faint Owl Reprisal, and Dismantle. Boss is recentering. Boss is going to 3. At that point, you'll be behind, or to the south of the 3 mark. Get behind the boss. Be behind the boss now. Okay, coming up on a 2-minute burst window. Use your lost actions. Use your burst. And check your force march. There's another tank buster here. So tank stack up front for share buster. Check your force march. You're marching from the center column to either Bravo or Delta, away from the column of fire. Force march to Bravo. Force march to the east. And then if any of your party members re-raise in the fire, try to rescue them out. No one bounced, seems like. Alright, check your temperature. Holy shit, we're probably gonna skip rounds. Anyway, just focus on this mechanic. Check your temperature, find your arrow, and follow it down. No tracer line, you have to just... Arrows are firing in 3 seconds. Group back up for healing and mitigation. Ether Shield raid wide, Faint Owl Reprisal, and Dismantle. Okay, sorry, can you bring the boss mid? I forgot. Okay. Oh, never mind. In front of the boss, in front of the boss. What am I talking about?
Against
boss
the wall.
Toward the wall, against the wall. Be in front of the boss. My brain is rotted. Okay, the boss is going to move on its own. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use our burst here. Just check your temperature, and then we'll be north, south, east, or west of the safe square to resolve your temperature. The safe square is 4. 4 is not getting hit by anything. 1 square, north, south, east, or west of 4 to resolve your temperature. Intercardinal is not correct. Holy shit, look at these funny zone gamers. Holy crap. Second set. The safe square is 3. 3 is not getting hit by anything. You'll need to resolve your temperature, you're 1 square cardinal.
I'm not gonna make it. No, wait, no, I'm not gonna make
Okay.
it.
This is a burst window here. Lost actions. Point of power, burst. Ether Shield, raid wide. Faint Owl Reprisal, Dismantle. Okay, we should be able to kill it. Good. If you have 0 rune stacks, then you don't need to move away. Otherwise, get away with flash of light. Or actually, no. Be completely stupid.
What rune stack?
Oh.
Alright, we do have... please prioritize healers for res, and we'll try to get everyone up here. That was an unfortunate main tank crash.
Oh my god, that is... Oh. That's why the fucking boss tilt look off there at the end of both phase.
Okay, what the heck? Seemed like pretty good at Rise Luck. I shouldn't jinx it. Okay, anyway, after we get our last few bodies up, we're going to showcase how to unlock the secret encounter. That is, the Ilya is not new, so I need to wait for.
He's back.
Is he already up? Damn. Okay. So right, if it's your first time beating Trinity Avowed, first time in DRS, then we showcase how to unlock the secret encounter. Head south towards the antechamber of Trinity Avowed. And gather around one of these pink traps. So, yeah, so we're not going to pop it immediately. We want to wait for everyone to gather around. And then, but you can target yourself. Align the tip of your targeting circle to the edge of the trap. That'll be close enough to get affected by it. Give a couple more on the way. Yeah. So you do want to be in the explosion radius of the pink trap. We will be stepping in at the end of the countdown. Okay, so now that you've popped the trap, please head across the Trinity Avowed arena again. And did someone okay, no, the gate's still there. Since you were small, you can see far in the distance, in front of that cat statue, there's a little metal grate. It turns out that if you're small, you can squeeze through. 5, 8. I mean, assume that's like 3 plus 2 plates. I think we have, yeah, 6 plates. 5. Yeah, we're playing healthy. Okay, this time I learned from my mistakes, so I'm useless and I can't press Dervish during combat. However, I could have sworn someone was pressing against the gate. Someone already in there? Oh yeah, Ichiro made it. Okay.
Move closer to the cat statue, please. Closer to the cat statue. Just walk right towards it. There you go.
Okay, there are traps downstairs, and this time I'm actually gonna fucking percept them. I wouldn't recommend walking forward until you see them. Okay.
Oh wait!
Explosion
Oh fuck!
Bomb on bridge.
Explosion on bridge, by the way. All right, all traps blown up. That was a poison jump scare.
Jesus, what happened?
Okay, good enough.
Yeah, good job, William.
Alright, welcome to Stig. Let's just... Yeah. It's Minnow, isn't it? Okay. Thank you. Really? Why are there aliases? Okay. So the main boss is Stygimoloch Lord, the secret cow level. Except he doesn't do very much. He's not so bad. He does have a rather sadistic ads face though, that we're gonna assign a few roles for. Healers on the Bravo and Delta waymarks. Bravo if you have light curtains to reflect. Delta if you've lost Dispel to dispel. In the middle if you are willing to do both. And a number of tanks on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 marker. So, you know, up to 2 tanks per marker if you'd like to participate. Beginner friendly here. Alright, let's do this. Stall for 3 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take more than that to do explanation. Yeah, okay. So quick overview of the tank responsibility. So it is called the ads phase because there are 4 ads, Stygimoloch monks, that will spawn in sort of cardinal positions, north, south, east, and west. These ads have to be brought out to the outer ring of the arena and kited away from one another, as they cannot be close to any other Minotaur, including the main boss, who will be untargetable at that point, as they will gain like a speed bonus. And also, their auto attacks apply stacks of twice congruent, which means that if they get into auto attack range of whoever they're targeting, they will quickly sentence them to death. So that means, or I guess, yeah, tanks marked 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be responsible for kiting the ads, or being the main ad kiter. So as soon as it spawns, as soon as the ad phase begins at 70% HP, you turn on tank stance and grab aggro of the ad that is at your cardinal position. That is north, south, east, or west, like 1 north, 2 east, 3 south, or 4 west, and begin taking it clockwise. Right, so tanks 5, 6, 7, and 8, I can't remember. There's no tank 5. I think Ilya's going to be fine. But tank 6, 7, and 8, you are the backup tank. You can shadow your main tank by basically standing on top of them, try to do the same motion. You are the backup tank in case the main tank goes down for any reason. You can provoke and keep that Minotaur going clockwise. Additionally, near the beginning of the ads phase, after about 10 to 15 seconds, their ads are going to cast entrapments, and there is going to be a trap placed, or 4 traps placed, in certain areas of this lighter colored ring tiling pattern. So the safe places will be at the cardinals of the outer ring. However, in between each cardinal notch, there will be a trap located somewhere in this path. In each of the 4 paths in between, right? So basically, as tanks 6, 7, and 8 are following your main tank, you see entrapment casting, you move clockwise to the next safe area, safe notch, and then once that yellow disappears, the trap has been planted. You need to blow it up so it is safe to pass. So you can do that with your invuln. Just once the yellow disappears, you activate your invuln, activate sprint, and run a quarter lap ahead of your main tank. You will run into one trap, either an explosive or a poison. If it is a poison, then you'll want to use an antidote, sooner that off yourself. And if it is an explosion, then your invuln will just protect you. You shouldn't be taking any other damage during that phase. That should be fine. Yeah, okay, let me know if you have questions about what specifically you have to do. In the middle ring, I recognize every single one of these names. But yeah, I guess all healers, if you're interested in what's going on, there's a whole separate ads phase in the inner ring. Oh yeah, no concealed traps nearby, by the way. There will be balls of fire that our healers will be using Lost Reflect to stand on top of and detonate. There will be balls of earth, or I guess Lost Reflect or Light Curtains. There will be balls of earth that a couple of our healers will be using Lost Dispel to remove the substantial stone skin damage barrier buff off of, so that they can be destroyed with any regular amount of damage. Okay.
Did you mention the push and pull effect in the second phase?
Yeah, push and pull. Yeah, I didn't go over that yet, but I should, because that is important. That is a mechanic for everyone, including healers in the middle ring. So the idea here is that this is there are 2 casts the Stygimoloch Lord does. The first one applies a debuff to you with like a Labyrinthine Fade, I think it's called. Wanderer's Fate. Okay, whatever. You basically get a debuff periodically that emanates from the Stygimoloch Lord. This is either a pushback or a draw in. So you can identify this debuff, the 50/50 mechanic, by the visual of the icon. So the draw in mechanic has the Minotaur. Looks like he's slurping in spaghetti. He's got 3 noodles. That means you have to start far away in an outer notch of this lighter ring-colored tiling pattern, because when Fateful Words is cast, Minotaur will suck you in, slurp, 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 and that will take you. The pushback is a distance of this width of the notch. So, for example, I could get, if everyone who knows what I'm saying, can you get into a notch? Everyone into a notch. There are these little indentations in the scattered throughout the ring. There's another pair in the inner ring. However, if we go there, then we'll also do that. But as you can see, these indentations are going to be important for surviving this mechanic. Right, so it's a 50-50 mechanic. As I was saying, if you have the spaghetti suck in, draw in mechanic, you start in an outer notch where there's a cluster of people here. When Fateful Words is cast, you get shoved all the way to the inside. And so, vice versa, there's the other mechanic with the guy falling down, falling backwards. That is the pushback. The reverse, you need to start in a close notch, and when Fateful Words is cast, you'll be pushed out to the outside. So, if you're not in the correct notch, then you'll get pushed in the wrong direction, you'll get sent into the death wall. If you're not in any notch, then you'll get pushed too far, and you'll also be sent into a death wall. So that is about it. And also, finally, we are going to use Lost Actions for the ads phase. The main boss is not very dangerous. We'll just be building gauge, basically, on him. We won't be using any... I would recommend not to use any skills that unlock about 40 seconds. You should have your full burst available, including Lost Actions, for when the ads spawn. And you want to blow up the first two ads as fast as possible, pretty much. That is... Right, that's about all I wanted to go over. If you're ready, then you can stack up on the 3 marker or get into any notch. Are we doing split? Actually, let me check. Okay, let's try this. So I'm just doing some math.
You said math, right?
Yeah, I'm doing math. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna send... Sorry, actually, can I just have some specific players up onto the A waymark? Can I have Kyra and Inaka, Opal Jade, to the A marker? Can I have Kyra and Inaka, Jade, Font Solus, Theoth Normi, Soge King, Zareth Runeweaver, Eureka Gremlin, and Sigma Starliner to the A waymark, and then you guys will be going north. You'll be going north to 1, and so you'll beat up the Minotaur at 1, and then everyone else is headed to 3. Okay, and then also, I guess CL and William can split like that if you want. Okay. If you're wondering, I just made that split purely off of my intuition. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna begin a countdown. Hopefully that's not too many people. I think it should be okay. I think we have, yeah.
Once your job is done on A, please go to 4 and kill the middle there. Kill the ad there.
Yes. And also, do not use your burst, do not use your lost actions in the opener here. Please build gauge. Also, there's going to be a tank buster on Ilya. Get ready to use your knockback invulnerability. And you can use your knockback invuln about now. Arm's length surecast. Melee, everyone else, you can, melee and fizz range, you can walk through. Bait these away from the raid. Triple whack, please try not to get whacked. Nice. Okay. Next up is 11 ton swing. Get ready to get far. Very far away, very big. Run all the way away from the Stygimoloch Lord. Okay, now push it to 70%. Alright, and we're doing the arena split. Tanks into position. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn on your tank stance. Healers to the middle ring. And then, yeah, now you can use your lost actions and burst. And please kill this South Minotaur. Oh. Okay, we pretty much killed it. Alright, get into a Cardinal. Get into under numbered marker. Numbered markers are safe. Okay, I think the
Go off.
Your debuffs are coming out. Check your debuffs. Get into a notch. Your debuffs are resolving right now. Do your word, do your word, do your word. Okay, get into any notch. We're dodging lightning. Get into any notch to be safe. Dodging lightning. Okay, that was a pretty successful split. Also, try not to get clipped by rending bolts. Alright. Okay, this is a raid wide. And also, let's see, when it's safe to do so, healers, you can begin a rise. Prioritize healers on the ground.
I'll dice now.
Oh, okay. That's south. Make sure you're like in the middle of the crowd at south. Rapid bolts, take these away from the raid, drop them, and then move as they are persistent on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh shit, okay. Okay, very far away. 11 to 11 ton swing, and also if we could get any remaining combat arise onto Eva Sage. Let's try to get them up. Another set of, another set of, 2 sets of rapid bolts if you're marched. Take that away from the raid. Okay, next up is Crushing Hoof. Careful here after this. Going to be a proximity. Get a moderate distance away, half the arena away. About is safe. Oh my god, Hazel. Next up is Crushing Hoof. Or sorry, so next up is Triple Whack. So either stay max range and outrange these whacks, or do your best to dodge. It's easier to dodge if you can get close. Okay, Tank Buster here, but just build gauge, and boss is gonna be dead. There. Okay, alright, awesome, we got everyone up, just in time. Cool. Oh, no, we have one more dead, sorry, do not proceed to the queen, do not proceed to the queen, do not proceed to the queen. We have one more death to resolve. It might be me who's hot micing and just can't tell the ambient noise from someone. I'm a notorious not push to talk host. Okay, cool. Now we got everyone up. Let's go ahead and watch the cut.
Imagine pushing to talk. Could be me.
This post was made by Toggle Mute Gang.
I tried that, except it's also just like, I don't know, I forget to toggle it.
Oh, I feel that.
Ooh.
You still might hear people in the
I
background.
am definitely not looking forward to Super Chat.
Well, I mean, it's...
Oh, if I do my job right, we're not seeing Super Chest at all.
Actually, it's quite likely that we might skip both Super Chests, unless there's like some giga downtime on Murder Chests, or everyone gets by me.
If you need a re-raiser, please stand on the A-way marker. Need a re-raiser, please stand on the A-way marker.
We keep a chest at the end just as a treat. Just for everyone who's like
Okay. Let's see, like...
It's like your Halloween gift bag is just super chest.
I have 2 more re-raises I can give to people. I'd rather like to give it to newer players. Those who are not comfortable.
We are gonna reapply shell here. If you need it, please stand on the left wall, or the west wall. Once you have shell, or you don't need shell, you can cross the purple line. Great. Let's throw up some markers. I think Ilya can probably, yeah, we're not... I mean, how many busters do we need?
Probably 2. I will try VR trick on the first one, see if I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, we might... Actually, yeah, we'll probably see the first buster. I feel like if we do skip Super Chest, it might be... Actually, we'll see, whatever. But anyway, we'll have Ilya as first in line, and then Vanlin as second in line. gonna clear some overhead markers. Okay, great. Okay, dispel check. We have plenty of healers with spell. That would be cool if you could keep that slotted for this fight. You'll probably need to cast it a total of 4 times between all of you. And I'll throw up some super chest markers. I just realized how weird it is. The majority of my explanations are for a mechanic that like we probably skip. But we may see one super chest, so it is good to just prime you for it. Okay, there we go. Is that? Okay, good. Right, so welcome to Queen. This fight is basically just a collar check. I have marked myself with a plus. This is safety plus. So for most of the mechanics, like murder chests at the very start of the fight, you can just follow plus. For Relentless Play 2, if you see that, you can follow plus. And I guess otherwise there's a bunch of like Queen's Guard stuff. The only thing that you will need to solve yourself is if we lack the requisite damage to skip super chest, which is quite a lot of damage, then we will need to make use of these markers as part of my callouts. Here, debuff icon. Is it coming? Okay. The application did not respond, so I'm going to post my own diagrams. Basically, the idea here is that when the Queen casts Queen's Edict, you gain 2 Movement Edict debuffs. These have a number of dots on them. The dots in total add up to 5, 6, or 7. Is the total number of squares you have to move, which also indicates 1 unique starting safe square that you can stand on to resolve the rest of the mechanics safely. And once you've added up your numbers to 5, 6, or 7, I will call out the starting safe square for if your total is 5, 6, or 7. So for example, you know, if its back is safe, wall is safe, 5's on alpha, 6's in the corner, and 7's on delta, that would be one possible arrangement. And you know, all of these markers could be used. You know, it could be back is unsafe, wall is unsafe, 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of 5, 7's to the left of 6's. And of course, it could be mirrored as well. If we're going towards the south safe square, then we'll be dodging along a north wall, or the north side of the arena. And yeah, so I use the right wall for callouts. I will direct us to use the right column. So either the right column or the column next to the right wall will be safe. So basically, once you have once your first movement edict has started in your initial safe square, you move to the safe column and run out the rest of your debuff dots. And once you run out of dots, stop. If you go too far, then you get a red gash above your head, and also doom, and so that indicates that you need to go back 1 space or else you die. So then you get stunned when your movement edict resolves. The Queen checks your math, and your second movement edict starts. That one is very simple. You just walk all the way to the safe square. So if you started in the correct starting safe square, and I did the correct call, then you should be perfectly safe at that point. Great. Yeah, so we just need to finish shelling. I think, yeah, there are a couple people behind the purple line who still need shell. There's just 1 or 2. Alron doesn't need it, but Myth, Apatale can use shell. And yeah, we're still using Ether Shield. If you're using Ether Shield in the last fight. Someone who could use a Re-Raiser. I guess that's like Lafella probably could use a Oh, I guess. Oh no, we had a cast of Re-Raise, so we could have applied that too. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure these people don't actually want it. Maybe Sigma or Fonts, if you want a Re-Raiser, I guess Wobble could give it.
When do we use the Aether Shield here?
Yeah, so it will be on the major raid rides. It will be called out. The major raid rides are called Empyrean Iniquity and God Save the Queen.
Okay.
But yeah, I will. If I like, it'll be very funny if I like fail to call out raid wide and people just go splat. But hopefully Actually, despite that, if we have Shell and we have Faint Hour Reprisal Dismantle, then we'll probably still survive. It just makes it a lot more. But yeah, Ether Shield is good for those. Those are beefy raid whites. If you are ready, let's see. Oh, our Magic Battery is going to slot in their Plate of Excellence when the countdown begins. So please wait for, or you can check the Reminiscence buff. Yeah. So once the countdown begins, they will swap the action and change the icon above their head to the circle. At that point, you can mimic them to gain excellence. Otherwise, physical battery is William Drake. They have graciously provided double battery Rend armor for the run tonight. Okay. And this time, maybe I will actually friggin' slot over. I won't repeat the mistakes of Trinity Seeker. If you're ready, you can get on the square between the Bravo and Delta waymarks. Also, if you have light curtains, if you can drag those onto a hotbar, they'll be useful for one point in the fight. When the encounter bar appears, basically, you'll use that to reflect.
Oh, a counter bar?
Encounter bar, sovereignty. It appears like midway through the fight. If you don't have light curtains, or if you can't reflect, then you can come to plus. I will make you safe. I will be away from ball lightning. Actually, yeah, I guess I should just quickly mention ball lightning. So when the boss fully charges up, there will be like a few buffs that need to be dispelled off the boss. Our healers will dispel. We'll handle that. Everyone else will need to press a light curtain. The light curtain will make you completely safe for the duration of the reflect. And then, the reflect users can reflect a lightning orb as it is pulsing a lethal damage area of effect attack that also pierces resin vulnerability. So it's particularly nasty if you aren't looking for it. But yeah, light curtain usage will be called out. Okay. Seems like we're all good, so I will start a countdown. Yeah, and also for the final time, food check. You have 10 minutes will be plenty. We're gonna beat it up. Damn, I really should have gotten dex pots. Do I really not have any dex pots? Crazy. Okay. First cast the boss does is a raid wide. This is a raid wide Ether Shield. Mitigate. Sorry. Here for casters, heal up the party. Check your tank stance. And yeah, only main tank should have it on.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay, Ilya's got it. Murder chest. Let's see, back row is unsafe. Middle row is unsafe. And C column is unsafe, middle column is unsafe. Please just don't send us south and I'll be very happy. Follow plus for this. Alright, you can follow plus. We have full uptime on the back of this square. Follow plus. Oh, it's south, it's south.
We're going
Shit.
south, we're going south.
On the B marker is safe, on the B marker is safe, on the B marker is safe. What have I done? It's not, on the B marker is not safe. Just stay where we are. Center column, center column, center column, center column, center column. Okay, get ready to Asuna onto Chiron. Okay, Iliad's got it, never mind. I have murdered the raid. This mechanic's too hard. Okay, we are going to see a raid wide here. Ether Shield raid wide mitigate. Holy crap. Cure for casters, if you can help out with the bleed, that'd be good. Oh shit, we have a double raid wide. Oh, we're so fucked in party A. Use all remaining party mitigation. All remaining party mitigation. There we go. That actually did less damage than before. Okay. What the fuck? Everyone's still alive. Get ready to use your light curtain, by the way. Okay, light curtains. Use your light curtains. If you're not reflecting, you can follow plus. This time, I will not murder the raid. Everyone get into a bubble. Get into a bubble to be safe. One more buff to dispel. If I could get a tank to provoke, that would be cool. Okay. Okay, whatever. Queen's Guard mechanics. I think we saw some of this. So tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning. Northwind's glow. I will hopefully lead us to the right direction this time. And also it's going to be show your hold with Gunner. The Gunner's at the northwest. And this time we are headed south again. Fuck this game. Okay, tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning now. Point your hold to the Gunner who's at northwest. Okay, and now you can turn your hold to face a turret on the wall. It's a bloodbath. Alright, go ahead and invuln this buster. Alright. We should be safe. Bro, I'm never punished. Okay, we probably will see super chest. Okay, this is a downtime mechanic, by the way. So, hold your burst or any other actions. Anyway, we're getting knocked perpendicular to the Knight's tether away from the side that the Queen is slicing. And right here, knocked towards Delta-ish. Sorry. Okay. Observe the tethered clones. Tethered clones will attack. Headed down south. Okay, use your lost actions, use your burst. Use your potions if they're back up. Probably not. Raid wide, Ether Shield mitigate. Okay, super chest, right. So flagship mechanic, we do get to see it. Go ahead and add up your debuffs. We're dodging along south wall, and back is unsafe. Wall is safe. 5's on Charlie, 6 is between Bravo and Charlie, 7's on Bravo. Okay, 5's on Charlie, 6 is between Bravo and Charlie, 7's on Bravo. Back wall is unsafe. Okay. So the wall is safe. We're marching down the Charlie column. Do we have another pure invuln tank? I have incense slotted. We can just swap the buster. Can someone focus target Hanlin and then get ready to give him an Asuna? But Hazel's on Dark Knight, right? Sorry, walk all the way to the gold tile. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, we've got healers. We're just gonna friggin' do this. Alright, get ready to Asuna Vanlin. Vanlin needs an Asuna. And Lefella needs an Asuna. There's no healer in Vanlin's party. Lefella also needs an Asuna. And we're just gonna kill. We're too far behind LV3, I think. Now that was curse as shit.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Wait,
Curse
guys,
Friday.
Rival Wings is popping on Crystal DC. No way.
Shut up! This
Run
is
very
not...
cursed.
Also, how many first time clears was that?
I count 6, and I'm done
Looking-
from the middle.
Looking good to me. I also count 6.
Count 6.
Nice, 6. Someone got the kindness of strangers too.
Hey, let's go.
Congrats on
And in
getting
the middle of
closer
it,
to...
I got 7.
Yeah, congrats on getting closer to Good Samaritan.
That was a perfect Green Shadow Claw for me. I saw like
I
we
got
had
6
some trouble on
7.
chess. I saw
I-
over the chess.
I still solved my own left wall,
We have a
but
DC
I...
in Delta Party. They are dead, by the way. They will need arises when they get back.
stood on 5 instead of 6, and I called my own left wall in my brain.
I was
Oh, damn,
so
we got
focused
7.
on doing the BR trick. I didn't look at murder chest and saw that we were going to die.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
was
no.
like, man, it's a good thing we're not going south, right? North Swain sends me south. Everyone's a little bit over there.
Oh,
I tried
7.
to roll dice. I
Fuck
tried to
you,
roll
Seal.
dice before Super Chess, and then Paretic ordered myself to death.
Did you dice Paretic?
I dice Paretic.
Oh no!
Oh
And I
no!
died because I forgot to untarget, so I just ordered to death.
Oh my god.
That's why I was just sitting in a safe spot because I didn't have a debuff.
By the way, is Sarah coming back?
Probably.
I think so. They were Pokeball before they DC'd.
Oh, Rowan has a sack for them.
I
Yeah.
also got a sack. I want to die as a carpenter.
Also, this is more just me saying how funny I found it than anything else. But I got stun locked when I saw the spite check over my head back in QG. Because I was like, what do I do? Do I just die?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, you were
Yeah.
top aggro on the Aura Sphere.
With
Yeah.
Ozo.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the spite
I was
checks
hitting my buttons
are
too well.
from not doing enough damage, but the spite smite is when you are top aggro. Oh boy.
I just still found it funny at the other Queen's card on, I think it was Opop's run, where I was just a Cure 4 caster, I got aggroed and punched to death somehow.
Oh yeah, that happened to me once recently. I hit Cure 4 the moment the second phase started.
Oh, yeah.
Aggroed both bosses. They tethered and I died in 2 autos. Because I healer provoked them.
You
Yeah, no, once again, I'm sorry about that.
This is
Luigi.
this is the problem with having 10 suckers. I hit everyone with like 42,000 healing.